Welcome back to the Mullen Performance Audio channel. Let me get you guys where I want you. Alright. So I'm excited today because we have a new project. So I'll give you a quick backstory that way because this video is going to be a long one. I'm thinking probably at least 20 minutes. So back in when I got my very first car, it was a two-door Malibu just like this one. I started off by putting 212s in the trunk on the very first box ever built, and then that migrated into the car when I took the back seat out, and I had 4 Kenwood 15s in there. Then I put 4 Series 1 12s in there, and then I took that box out and I ended up buying me a Malibu wagon. My very first car was an 80, and I ended up with a 79 wagon. So when I got my wagon, that's when my my audio game kind of stepped up a little bit. Not all those are audio trophies. Most of them are, and I lost a bunch in the shed. Like broke. I bet you I broke 20. Had a big old box full, and shit got piled on top of it. It broke most of them. I threw most of them away. Stupid, I know. Those things aren't built to last, though. So, anyway, I got the wagon. And I started off, that's what really started me off in audio, like going to competitions. My very first competition I went to, I went in first place. 2 punch 15s in a sealed box in a half clamshell with, what did I have on them? A punch, maybe it was a punch 250M. I think it was one of my punch 250Ms or one of my punch 200s. I don't remember. But I think my very first competition I went to, I hit like a 147 or something like that. For 2 subs, I ended up winning my class, and that's what got me hooked. Then the wagon turned into 4 15s, then it turned into 8 15s, and then after I got rid of the wagon, I ended up with the Sonoma, and that turned into 10 15s, and then I ended up with a 4th order box. So, it snowballed. But what I'm excited about is that I got an opportunity to buy a car the other day. And normally I would have passed this up, but I got the buddy discount. So I have me a new SPL rig. Now this is going to be my extreme build. This is going to be, I don't know, it's either going to be caged or I'm just going to build a box for it. I don't know, but I'm going to do everything to this car that I want to do, that I wanted to do to my wagon back in the day that I couldn't because I'd haul friends around or it was my daily driver. So what I have now is a 1983 Buick Regal wagon. This is going to be my SPL build. Now I know all you southern guys are looking at this car and freaking out right now, but let me tell you what, us Rust Belt guys, this is about a 4 on a 10 scale of rust. Because let me tell you what, it's got some rust. V6, Buick V6. I was told a bunch of stuff about this motor. Don't know if it's all true, but the old man that owned this vehicle, okay, so he used it to haul a trailer back and forth from where he lived to somewhere else. So it's got the old man upgrades. He put an electric fan on here. You got to remember, guys, this is probably back in the either late 80s, early 90s. Got an electric fan with the diode adjustment, temperature adjustment on the side of it. Got a big alternator. I don't know what alternator that is, but it's bigger than whatever the stock one was. I think I could probably mount another alt, maybe somewhere over here. I don't know. I'll go through it. Does it run? I don't know. Haven't heard it run. I was told it ran. Got another battery for it. See, there's going to be a lot of janky shit, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. A lot of janky shit. I'll start showing you why. So okay, so he took, I imagine this thing probably had a bench seat in it. Now it's got buckets, and they're both, let me see if they're both, nope, this one's not, but this one right here is electric, and this one is not. We got gauges. Now guys, a lot of this I'm seeing for the first time myself. Okay, that's kind of in there somehow. Got our cigarette plugs here. What's that switch do? I have no idea. I had to clean the glove box out because this thing was infested with some mice. We got that plug. I did find, see they've chewed up most of the glove box stuff. Did find this Pioneer radio in here. Did find the lock for the wheels, which is good. So we ended up with a Pioneer EEQ 50x4 Super Tuner. This car was a DEH. What does that say? DEH. You guys see that? DEHP, or no, sorry, DEHP 4700 MP. So halfway decent radio. Center console with some wood, which I can only imagine that's probably what's holding everything down. What do we got in here? Uh-oh, we got relays and wires running out the back of it. I'll show you the good part here in a second that I found. So I've already had to vacuum this car out. Look, we got cigarette lighters or cigarette ashtrays in the door. Will these come open? Ooh, oh hey, look, there you go. Somebody's left one in there. We got power locks with roll-up windows. Yeah, just ignore that. I did do some vacuuming on this car because I had to get all the mouse poop out of it. So my problem is, now this is going to be, truthfully, the first time I've sat in it since I vacuumed it out. Oh my gosh. But here's the problem. I don't know if you guys can see it. This is the problem. These seats you put in here are horrendously high. And I'm kind of grossed out right now because the seat, I don't know if it's wet or not. But it's electric, and look at this. I can't reach the gas pedal. I have to... That's as far as my leg goes. What does this do? I don't know. He's got a lot of the... ooh, we got a rear defog. I didn't even know it had that. Got lights. I was so familiar with the way the Malibus were. Believe it or not, I've never sat in a Regal. Ever. I know the Regal was kind of a step up from the Malibu, because the Malibu is considered kind of a mid-grade car. But I'm going to show you guys something. Let me get this, see if I can get this seat up. Hold on, guys. Sorry. Look. Can you guys get down there? Looky what we got under there. Why do you have a 12-volt outlet? I don't know. But we have a pyramid underneath 4-channel underneath the seat. Look at the seat. The back seat's perfect. Back seat is perfect. Now what I want to do, I got you guys here. This is how much room we, oh, headliner. This is how much room we got to deal with here. So we got this much, guys. We got this much room. Oh, I was going to measure this off. I'll make another video about that. I'm measuring things off. Looks like we got a hanging light there. So, if you guys don't know, this is where the spare tire is, which I took out because this is where I found the mouse nest. Whew, whew. Oh my God, it still stinks in there. Whew, we're gonna leave that open for a little bit. I'm not joking, that is bad. Oh, that's the bad, oh, there's a wasp. That is the bad spot. Okay, so we're gonna leave that open. But the guy that used to have this, he used to haul a trailer with it. Cracked me up. This dude used this car for everyday, like pulling trailer, traveling, electric fan. It's got a 4-barrel on it. He upgraded the alternator. He just turned this into a rig. He turned this into a working rig is what he did. So I didn't even look at the miles on this car. Let's go look at the miles on this car because I have no idea how many miles it has on it. Didn't ask, didn't care. I'm finding little stuff here and there. Waiting for that wasp to chomp on my ass. So it says 5,679. So it's probably got 105,679 miles. Ooh, we got the quartz clock. Looks like we got a leaky windshield. Oh, we got, Let's see. Oh, hold on, guys. You're spinning around on me here. I've never opened this up. Oh, okay. There we go. I can look. The mice have been chewing on this. Let's see about this one. Oh, they've been chewing on that one too. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, the headliner's out of this. I gotta pull the headliner stuff out. I hope the mice are out of here by now. This driver's seat is probably filled with mouse piss. But I mean, that's kind of half the fun of these cars, is that you start to learn. You know, all the window tints gotta come off. You start learning what kind of life it had. And apparently this one had kind of a work. This was a work vehicle. So, and I'm gonna turn it back into a work vehicle. It's just gonna be an SPL vehicle. So, look at it for what it is, you know. Small cabin. We're gonna do, I think the box is pretty much gonna come to about right here. And then we're gonna have just small cabin, small windows. See, some of the Malibu, the problem with the Malibus was that the windows didn't have this on it. Now with this, look at the, we can mount stuff here to keep the top of the doors from flapping. Oh, there's my tape measure. You know, there's just nothing off limits with this car. That's the good thing about this car. There's some rust. You know, this car would have sat in the field and it would have died. And oh my God, this stinks, guys. Oh, okay, now there's two wasps. All right. So, apparently the wasp liked the car. Yeah. So that's no fun. But let's just I really like to kill him because I'm kind of allergic to those stuff like that. So let me set you guys up here for a second, and I'm gonna give you guys a roundabout. So we got roughly, between the fender wells, we got about 44 inches between the fender wells. So we couldn't quite, I mean, if we take these out, which I'm sure we can get a little bit more, I'm thinking we could squeeze maybe 315s in here side by side. And from the back of the seat, we got roughly 5 foot. So we can squeeze about 5 feet with the box in here. And we got about, the top brace here, we got about 29 inches we can work with. So that'll kind of give you guys a roundabout idea, because I don't know what subs I'm going to use. I don't know, you know, you got to give it room for cage and wood and all that stuff, because all these panels are going to come out. There was water in that back panel back there, so I'm assuming that back window leaks. The front window leaks, which I have to fix that, which he did some satellite radio thing here. And then it's been glued. You can tell it's been leaking for a while because it's been glued all around here. I got a guy that does windows. I'll get with him, find out what he wants to do about that, because I don't want it to leak. And hell, we might end up sending that front window to hell anyway with base. So, but there it is, guys. There is my brand new SPL vehicle. First, I'm going to get it deep cleaned, because all I did is vacuum it out for now. I'm going to get it deep cleaned. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I was out there vacuuming, and it's actually hot today. I think it's almost 75 right now. And it's our first warm day. And then it's supposed to go back down in the 50s next week. Wonderful. But I'm going to get this car deep cleaned. I'm going to get it running. I don't even know anything about the motor. I was told it runs. The buddy that I bought it off of, he says, no BS, it does run. I said, okay. So I'll get it running. I'll find out what it needs. You know, it looks like it needs everything. It's going to need tires, brakes, belts, oil change. I'll go through and I'll make a list of everything it needs. And then I'll make sure the car is runnable. And then I'll drive it for a little bit just to make sure I can get it. There's no back shocks in that car. They are completely shot. Completely shot. So that's something else we're going to have to do, is look at beefing up the rear suspension. You know, but that's our project. You know, we can do whatever the hell we want with it. It does not matter. that car is free game right now. The whole idea of this is to build something that I never got to do back in the day. You know, I'm familiar with that car from the back seat or from the front seats to the tailgate. Everything I did on my wagon, I you know, I know everything about the back of that car. So this time I'll get to do what I want to do. You know, it's the front part of the Buick part. I'm not too sure about. Those seats sit way too high. I'm gonna have to take those seats out. Those are aftermarket seats. I'm gonna have to take them out, and I might cut the mounts down so they sit lower because that is ridiculous how tall they sit in there. Or I might try to find a bench seat to go back in there. Or what do you guys think? I mean, you know, that's going to kill a lot of SPL. I think those seats are going to kill a lot of SPL. But for right now, I'm okay with having a, I want to say like a stock. Oh, look, see, here comes, look. See? I told you guys, I'm going to show you around here. Every day. I told you guys are Amish everywhere. So we'll see. Well, you know, all you SPL guys, hit me up. You know, I am starting from scratch here. You know, I've built some big systems, but nothing like what you guys have built nowadays. Um, you know, what kind of subs do you guys want me to use? What kind of amps? You know, kind of off the top of my head, I wouldn't mind trying, because let's be realistic, by the time Kicker releases their L7s, I should have this car running. So if they come out this summer or even this fall, I'm okay with that. I really like to try the L7s. I think they're good subs, but they're not like the top of the line SPL type subs, you know. I think Kicker upped their game, but I think they should have upped their game a little bit more when it comes to the L7. Like it really should have had a bigger, in my opinion, it should have just had a little bit bigger motor, you know, to it. A little bit. It needs to be built just a little bit beefier. I know they, you know, you could say, it's 3-inch max and max. Yeah, but you know what? There's some big honking subs. And if you're going to dish out $1,000 a sub, you don't want just these kind of mediocre type subs. You want some big badass subs. And those are kind of like, I'd say like a 7 out of 10 for me. But I'd really like to try them. I'd love to try them. I know Kicker's all about efficiency, so you don't need these big, huge honking subs. But we got 5 feed rooms, so what's that make? We could do what? Maybe try to squeeze 9 of them in there. Maybe 9 of those, and I don't know, maybe some 3 JP83s, or maybe we can go 12s. What's that make? We couldn't really go 4 wide. I don't know. I guess once I start tearing things out, measuring things off, and you know, I'm only going to get the space that I'm allowed. And you know, I'm sure Scott's screaming, "Sundown right now, sundown!" And yeah, sundown is an option. Um, I always like to be a little different though, and sundown has become so, man. It's just it's great stuff. That's the problem. It's so good that everybody runs it, and when you want to be a little bit different than everybody else, you know, I've always had that problem. I like different stuff. That's why I ended up with my atomic subs because nobody had them. Um, you know, and I Fosgate back in the day, and I loved my Fosgate, but it got so watered down around here, everybody and their brother had it. You know, so my system kept getting bigger to make it different, and then finally I just like, well, I gotta do something different. And, you know, 9 L7s in the back would be awesome. And I don't know, 20, 30, 40,000 watts, maybe some lithium. You know, I'm gonna build this car up, and it's gonna take a while, and it's gonna take a long time, and you guys are just gonna have to be patient with me. Hopefully this will keep my this will be my linchpin of my channel. You know, this would be the car that'd be like, okay, you know, this is the original car that starts out, and we'll see what happens. All right, guys, I'm tired, I'm hot, I'm sweaty. This day started out like crap, but at least I got the car home, and it's where it's going to be now until If it's blowed up, then I'll scrap it, and if I don't scrap it, maybe I'll LS swap it. If I don't LS swap it, then maybe I'll sell it to somebody else. I don't know. But right now it's fair game, and it's going to get the SPL treatment. If the motor's good and the car gets to be halfway drivable, we'll start throwing some money at it. All right, I'm hot. I'm tired. You guys be good. You guys have a great weekend.